Welcome back to the Goku Report, and this time is a special top 5 list. I am looking this time around to my top 5 favorite albums by my all-time favorite punk band, and that is Green Day. So enjoy the Japanese rock in the background. Now with that said, honorable and dishonorable mentions to my top 5 favorite Green Day albums. Now keep in mind, everything is of course based on opinion. So with that said, first the honorable mentions, released in 1991, Kerplunk, released in 2000, Warning, with probably my favorite single off the album being Minority. Um, then released in 2016, Revolution Radio, with the song Revolution Radio being my favorite single. Then we have Dishonorable Mentions, released in 2012, of course, Uno, Dos, Tres. Also, Father of All Mother Beepers. Like I say, I try to keep my channel PG rated when it comes to language, so yeah, not gonna say the word. And it easily, in my opinion, the worst song on the album, or single rather, is Oh Yeah. It's pretty bad in my opinion. It's garbage compared to most Green Day music, in my opinion, anyways. With that said, coming at number 5, my personal, probably 5th, of course, favorite album from Green Day is a lot of people's probably number 1 favorite. This was actually not the very first Green Day album I ever owned. It would be the first one I actually ever heard, though. That being, of course, at number 5, released in 1994, Dookie. My personal favorite song off the album, though, is not Basket Case of Singles. It's the redone version of Welcome to Paradise. Is arguably my favorite single off the album. Um, Coming at number 4 is the first Green Day album I ever owned. Is at number 4. That was released in 1997, and that is Nimrod. Was the first one I actually ever owned. Um, Probably my favorite song off the album is Good Riddance, because it added a more somber and a bit more like a certain mood, sound, and set to the song. And I like that, plus it was a little unique compared to what I had heard previously from Green Day. So it was different and unique at the time. Coming at number 3 is arguably the 90s albums, in my opinion, the best from the 90s. But that is just my opinion. Released in 1995, with arguably my favorite track off the album being Brain Stew, along with Jaded. Coming number 3 for me personally is Insomniac. Coming at number 2 is arguably, in my opinion, one of the most criminally underrated punk rock albums in the past 20 years. Easily. And that is the continuation of the rock opera story arcs that Green Day would start. Coming at number 2 is, in my opinion, Green Day's most underrated album, and I love this album and I will defend it. Coming at number 2, released in 2009, is 21st Century Breakdown, and my favorite release single off the album is 21st Century Breakdown. Though I have a real love for songs like See the Light, as well as Static Age, also Viva La Vida Little Girl. There's a lot of good tracks off this album. Coming at number 1, released, surprise, surprise, released in 2004, my favorite Green Day album of all time is and will always be American Idiot. Comes in at number 1. If I had to choose now, there are like specifically 3 to 5 singles off this album I love with a passion. The 5 singles I really like off of American Idiot arguably are as follow, no specific order: Holiday, Jesus of Suburbia, Wake Me Up When September Ends, American Idiots, and the other one, I might go with Boulevard of Broken Dreams, but if I did, probably put in actually like 5th place. I feel it's the most overrated song off the album. For me, overall, intrigue and everything, I think my favorite track overall is probably Jesus of Suburbia, because it was so unique for its time. Very different hearing such a style song from Green Day. It was very unique and still has a very distinctive style and flair about it, which is why it will always remain one of my favorite songs from the band. And arguably, probably my top 10 favorite rock songs from the 2000s. But with that said, that is my personal opinion and top 5 favorite Green Day albums of all time. Hopefully you enjoyed the music in the background. If you're curious what they came from, the first track, I forget the name of it, came from, it's the ending credits theme for the anime serial Experiments Lain. The one you hear right now is called Paper Moon. It is the second intro theme for the anime series Soul Eater. So with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel, and I hope you did enjoy my picks of Japanese rock for the background. I would have played Green Day, but I'm really afraid of copyright stuff when it comes to Green Day music. But with that said, I'll see you soon enough. And I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Goku Report.